Having grown up in the bustling city of Boston, I came to Dartmouth excited to see what Hanover and the Upper Valley had to offer. As a first-generation low-income college student, it would be silly for me to say that I wasn't nervous or worried about the rigor, the college environment, and the student culture at Dartmouth. But once I got there, I learned that Dartmouth could definitely be a home for students like me. Let me take you through a couple of my favorite spots on campus, so you can see what I mean. My first stop is Dartmouth Hall, a big white building in the heart of campus, overlooking the green. It's a place that I hold very close to my heart because it's where most of Spanish and Portuguese classes are held, and is also where many language drills happen. What we call drill, yes, like the instrument used in construction, is a student-led session that supplements in-class learning with the professor. Drill is rooted in the Rosias method, a language of language instruction that was created by John Rosias, a late Dartmouth professor. I'm a drill instructor, so I facilitate the high-intensity, high-energy sessions that push students to immerse themselves in the spoken language they're learning. Having grown up speaking Spanish at home, this was a great way for me to keep learning the complexities of the language while also creating a fun environment for others to learn the language. As much as I wish I could help my drillies all the time with their Spanish, I am also a student, so I do have to think about my own classes as well. So my next stop is First Floor Barry, or FFB as we call it here. It's the first floor of Baker Berry Library, the largest of our 9 libraries on campus, and another building that faces the green. I have spent a lot, and I mean a lot, of my waking hours on FFB. I've studied the philosophy of science here, I've worked on group projects for my physics class here, I've had meals here, and of course, I have procrastinated on my to-do lists here. FFB is my ideal study space because you can find your own little nook to study, but you can also look around and find someone you know to catch up with. FFB is one of the more collaborative floors of Berry Library, so students usually come here to engage with their class material, alone or with others. I'm very close with my immediate family, so I enjoy being able to take random calls from my parents or brother while I'm tackling my tasks without feeling like I'm getting stared at for making noise at the library. For me, this is one of the spaces where my most challenging studying happens, but also where a lot of my socializing and bonding happens. Getting back to campus and catching up with my friends on FFB is something I look forward to at the start of every term. My next stop is South Fairbanks, a building tucked away behind our main dining hall. It's the home of the Center for Social Impact and the Tucker Center for Spiritual and Ethical Life. Aside from the comfortable sofas and warm faces that greet you every time you enter, the main reason why South Fairbanks is so dear to me is because of SEED. My sophomore year, I started volunteering with SEED, or Strengthening Educational Access at Dartmouth, a program that works with first-generation low-income high schoolers in the surrounding area with the ultimate goal of getting the scholars into college. When I began thinking about college, I had no idea what to do. I am forever grateful for the mentors and advisors I had in my senior year of high school who supported me through the application process. So when I heard about SEED, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to provide that same support to high schoolers in the Upper Valley. I would meet the other advisors at South Fairbanks to present lesson plans for the following week, and then we would travel to our respective high schools to work with the scholars on various topics like financial aid, essay writing, resumes, etc. Volunteering with SEED the past 2 years has arguably been the highlight of my time at college. Last but not least is Collis Patio, the outdoor space covered in tables in the front of Collis, our student center and the home to one of our cafes on campus. My ideal lunch or dinner during the warmer months consists of getting pasta or stir fry from Collis and sitting at one of the tables outside chatting with friends or FaceTiming with family. Similar to FFB, it's a place where students work or socialize, maybe both at once. I hold many dear memories from freshman year, sitting with folks I had just met, bonding over similar interests, and talking about how classes were going. All of my stops highlight something that I find so special about Dartmouth, which is the ability to work hard and also enjoy yourself, all within the same space. I've struggled academically, personally, and emotionally in all of these spaces, but I've also had the most transformative and memorable experiences in all of these spaces. This is in large part due to the students and faculty who lift each other up during these tough times. Dartmouth has given me a world-class college education, as well as a wonderful community of friends and mentors who I know have my back during the good and bad times. I wouldn't change any of it for the world.